answer. So we'll start with Bryce Cherry. Bryce, got the first question here.
Nice lid, Nick.
Thanks, Bryce.
Looking good. Congrats.
Thank you.
Take us through last night a little bit and what that call was like. What were you feeling? And were there any nerves as the round played out?
Man, I'm going to be honest, Bryce. I was nervous before the draft, a couple days before the draft, a week before the draft. And honestly, when I got my name called, it was honest. Like, I can't really even put it into words how great of a feeling it was, especially with all the people that were around me, my coaches, my family, friends, girlfriend, everybody who has been an impact on my life, on my career, was around me to experience this moment with me. And it was so surreal. And I'm so excited to be a Royal, and I'm ready to go out there and play again. So.
All right, next question from Matt Roberts.
Hey, Nick. First off, congrats. Exciting times. Kind of interesting. Last year, Shea got drafted with Braden from A&M. You got drafted with Asa. I mean, y'all played on Team USA. What have your interactions been like with him, and kind of how unique is that to be drafted with somebody from this part of the world with you?
Yeah, no, Asa and I were roommates this summer. So I got to room with him in Japan, and he's a great dude. I'm excited for him and excited for the Kansas City Royals organization. They had two of the best players in this draft for sure. Excited to be a part of it and ready to get to work with him. He's a great dude, one hell of a pitcher for sure. So excited for him and excited to see what Kansas City Royals organization can do now.
Next question from Paul Catalina.
Yeah, Nick, so you didn't have to wait all that long to get drafted, but I imagine it feels pretty long when you're sitting in it. Did you pace? What did you do? How did you deal with the one after the other, watching them come off the board?
Well, I'd actually get up every now and then to go get some water, walk around. Of course, picks were going a little bit slower than normal, so I remember my advisor, Ruben, kind of just told me, hey, you don't have to sit on the couch and glue yourself to the couch the whole time. Get up, move around, do what you got to do, go to the bathroom. So basically I would just get up, move around, go outside, get some fresh air, and come back in and keep waiting for my name to get called. So.
Next question from Kevin Longquist.
Nick, take us through the process of the organizations that you felt like you were having the most intense discussions with, maybe in the last, 72 hours to a week, to where it really started to lean heavy toward the Royals, and then obviously culminating with the last night's selection by the Royals. Yeah, no, the Royals were actually one of the biggest ones who were really interested prior to the draft. Zoom meetings with their GM, scouting director, text messages, and they're the most genuine people I've ever met. I mean, they cared about me as a person, asked me about my life, trying to get to know me as a person, and in a sense to help them understand who I am as a person as well, and understand who I am as a character and as a baseball player as well. But prior to that, they were really on me early, and they were kind of the biggest ones who were coming after me as far as organizations. But I had a few other interests, but I'm super happy to be a Royal, super excited to be a part of this organization. So give us a clarification on the Royals. Do they actually see you as a shortstop? Do they want to move you to the outfield? Is everything kind of in play? Because you've got the flexibility to do either. So what's kind of their projected plan? And if there is any kind of minor league season, whether it's going to be this year or next year, where would they foresee you starting in their organization? I mean, right now, what I see is they picked me up as a shortstop, but of course, I have that versatile nature as my ability to play anywhere on the field. From, I mean, you name it, shortstop, second, third, outfield. Shoot, I can even pitch for them. That's one thing I told them. I said, hey, I can do anything. I just want to win. I'll do anything you guys want me to. I can even pitch for you guys if y'all need me to. So
right now they drafted me as a shortstop, and that's where I'm focused right now is playing is the dirt. So, but like I said, I just want to win, and I'll do whatever it takes to win, regardless of if I'm in the infield or if I'm in the outfield. So.
Could you go to an Arizona Fall League? Have they talked to you about that, or or is everything kind of up in the air on this?
Everything's really up in the air. I know the last thing I heard is that they're just trying to figure out what's going to happen with the major league teams and getting that set up. I mean, that's kind of priority right now is Major League Baseball, trying to get that started. So once they figure something out with that and they get a proposal from the MLB, they'll start worrying about draft picks and stuff like that. So.
Okay, thank you.
Next question from Bryce Cherry.
So Kevin kind of stole my question, which is okay because I've got another one. But Nick, you messed up Baylor's graphic because you've shaved now. I don't know if you saw that real sweet goatee that they had. What prompted the razor to come out?
Man, I just wanted something different. Is the quarantine got me? Just getting really long, and I just want to be clean shaven on TV. So that's kind of the reason why. But yeah, it's all good. It'll probably come back. It'll come back for sure.
Yeah. You talked about it a little bit with Kevin, but what do you feel like is next for you? I mean, in terms of this summer, you know, if there is no minor league season, I mean, you have to obviously still try to stay in shape and work on your game, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had earlier this morning, I had a interview with John Morris. He asked me the same question. I said, well, it starts today. Today is the day to get better than I was the day before, and start now and preparing for when baseball will start again. So honestly, I'm just going to keep putting in the work every single day with my coaches here in Corpus until they tell me where I have to be and report. But I mean, I can enjoy this moment right now, but you know, it's time to get back to work. And I told him, my goal as a kid and my dream as a kid wasn't to be drafted and play professional baseball. My dream was to play Major League Baseball. So this is just the next step in that process, and I'm super excited about it. So I'm just ready to get back to work.
Next question from Matt Roberts.
And Nick, you talked about it right there. That's an impressive outlook to have. Obviously, with these being weird times, how much comfort do you take in the fact that, you know, this is temporary? I'm working for something much bigger than, you know, just going to, you know, my low A ball team here this summer. It's about something bigger than that.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, my dream is to play Major League Baseball, and that's my goal. I want to be the best shortstop, best teammate, best player. So I just got to keep working for that and keep working towards that, and to make the big league club. And like I said, it's always been my dream to play Major League Baseball, and this is just the next step in my journey, and I'm just going to keep working for that. I mean, it's not where I am now, it's where I want to be in the future. And that's just kind of how I put an outlook on basically everything that I do, regardless if it's a day that I struggled at the plate or a day that I struggle on defense. It's not where I am right now, it's where I'm going to be in the future. So
obviously, being in a part of the world that, you know, there's a lot of great baseball players from Corpus, from that area. How have you been staying sharp, and what are your plans to kind of stay sharp as you do wait for whatever that call is?
Yeah, well, my high school coaches literally live down the street from me, from my brother's house here, and we have a cage that's across the street that we go to. It's indoor. We got 3 cages in there, and they also have a turf infield in the back that I can take ground balls. So I literally do that every single day with my high school coaches. They throw me BP, and we work on little things I need to work on. And then my brother also has a gym, like an in-home gym in his garage with a squat rack, bench set, free weights, you name it, as far as it comes to a gym. So I'm definitely being able to stay in shape, still lift heavy and all that stuff, and get stronger. So I'm able to really do that and really stay ready for when baseball is going to be played again, and it will be played again. It's just a matter of when. So I'm able to really do that, stay in shape, and work on my craft.
Next question from Jerry Hill.
Hey, Nick, congrats. You've talked about this being your dream. At what point did it become more than like a little boy's dream? And then what have the last 3 years at Baylor meant for you?
Man, just hearing my name get called is really exciting. And like I said, words really can't be put into it to express the nature and the satisfaction that I have right now of being drafted by a great organization like Kansas City. But like I said before, this is just another step towards my actual goal, my dream of playing Major League Baseball. And I'm really excited and really blessed for the opportunity by Kansas City, and excited to be a Royal. And for your next question, Baylor has meant everything to me. I mean, it's my home, and that's just kind of how I viewed it as I've gotten older, gone through my freshman, sophomore, and my junior year, and to this day, it's a home for me. And being able to be a part of the best coaching staff in the country has been fantastic. I mean, they've helped me grow as a person, as a player, and that whole staff. That's kind of what helped me be who I am today. Is that they care more about me as a person. Of course, they care about my baseball abilities, but they care more about us players as people. And I mean, Coach Rod, everybody's door is always open for anything that we need, regardless if it's baseball issues or life issues. And that's kind of what has helped us be who we are and build that culture that we have there at Baylor University. And I mean, I got to play with the best of the best in college baseball. We had arguably the best infield for the past 2 years, which has been awesome, with Josh Bissonette at second base, me at shortstop, Davis at third, Chase Wesner at first, Andy Thomas at first, and Shea Langoliers at catcher. It's just, you can't draw up a better infield, in my opinion. And these guys have been amazing, and they've all helped me be who I am today. I mean, when you play with the best of the best, you tend to learn, and you tend to become better than what you were before. So these guys cared about me as people, as me as a person. They cared about me as a baseball player, and they've helped me become who I am today. And I couldn't be more blessed and more thankful for what they have done for me. And like I said, this is a home for me, and this won't be the last time I come to Baylor. And even though I'm going to be wearing blue and white, I'll still bleed that green and gold forever. So
Thanks, Nick.
Next question from Matt Mosley.
All right, congratulations to you on all this. Have you done your research yet? Freddie Patek, Frank White, George Brett, do these names mean anything to you?
I have not done any of those, any research lately. I've honestly just been just celebrating this moment. I haven't really done much research, but for sure, this has just been an awesome opportunity just to be a part of this. And I mean, I couldn't sleep last night, and I woke up this morning just feeling on top of the world, and it's exciting. And I mean, I'm sure I'm going to do all my research on the Kansas City Royals organization and everything that they have to offer for sure. I got plenty of time, because I still don't even know what I'm going to be doing for the next couple months as far as where I'm going to go, what I got to be doing. So
how quickly, Nick, I'm sorry, how quickly do you feel like they're going to ramp things up with you as far as giving you all sorts of workouts? You've been doing your own thing, trying to be as ready as possible. Did they address that, or has this mostly been about just celebration, at least for 24 hours? Do you think you're going to start getting all these workouts? Hey, this is what we would like you to be working on.
Yeah, no, I talked with Dayton Moore, their GM, and Lonnie Goldberg, their scouting director, and they just told me, man, enjoy this moment. It's something you'll remember for the rest of your life. And they're, like I said, they don't know what's going to be next for me as far as where I'm going to go or what's going to happen as far as workouts or player development type stuff and all that stuff. So they don't really know what's going to happen in the future. Like I said, they're worried about their major league club and what's going to happen with them. But they told me just to enjoy this time with my family, enjoy this moment. So.
Do you have any thought on when you want to get to the bigs? You talked about your dream was to be a major leaguer, not, just make it to the minors. Do you actually try to visualize that and go? I talked to Wenzel the other day, and he said, I want to hit a home run in 2022 in that new stadium with the Rangers. Has that crossed your mind? Like, I want to be, this season is when I want to be out there with that fountain and everything in Kansas City.
Yeah, no, it's all Godspeed. That's just kind of how I viewed life. It's all in God's hands. And of course, I want to be there as quick as I possibly can next year, following year. I mean, as long as it takes, I'm going to keep working till I get that opportunity to impact the organization and help us win another World Series. And I'm excited, and I'm just blessed to be a part of this organization. I just want to win. Can't wait to step foot on that field again and just compete. So, but yeah, no, it's all Godspeed, and it's all in His hands. So when that day will come, but I'm gonna keep working for it every single day.
Next question from Kevin Longquist.
Nick, by the way, just to piggyback on what Matt said, you might want to look up UL Washington, the former shortstop who played with a toothpick in his mouth. I don't think you want to do that. And so,
I probably won't do that. No.
But specifically, when the Royals were talking to you, was there anything specifically about your game that they really focused in on saying, this is what we like maybe going in the hole between third and short and having to make that plus throw from the hole? Or was it the range? Or was it anything just being able to backpedal on a pop fly, in that dead man, in that dead zone there between left, center, and short, that sort of thing? Things like that. Obviously, hitting has to be how you're going to stick in the game, but is there anything that they kind of focused in on defensively that they really liked in your game?
Of course, it's my versatility as well has been a big part of their situation and their decision making, of course. But definitely, it's my consistency that I have on defense, my ability to make the routine plays every time and make spectacular plays look easy. And that's just kind of what they viewed me as, just that consistent player every single day, that consistent guy that's going to be that same guy you get from the first inning, or whether it's crunch time in the ninth inning when it's 6-4 against a team like LSU with runners on second and third. So when it's crunch time like that, when the pressure's on, they're going to get that consistent guy. That's just kind of what I've reiterated to them many of times, that I'm just that consistent guy every single day that you're going to get. You're never going to question what Nick you're going to get this day. Oh, is it going to be that Nick or this Nick? And as far as my character or how I'm going to play, it's just going to be that consistent guy who's going to give it 110% every single time, play the game the right way, and play hard, and have that instinctual guy that plays the game with really good instincts, and be able to find himself in great positions to be successful. So,
all right, and I'm going to be the bad guy here and just ask, are you and the Royals close to coming to terms? If you don't want, I mean, I'm not looking for specific numbers, but you feel like you and the Royals are close with your representative there, or where do you think that stands at the present time?
Yeah, no, I feel like we're close to terms. I mean, of course, due to the pandemic, I don't know when I'll be able to fly out to Kansas City to do something as far as sign my contract and stuff like that. But we're for sure close to terms. But like I said, they just told me to enjoy this time right now, and so they just can't wait to shake my hand in the future. So,
all right, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
And I think we'll close things out here with Bryce. One last question.
So, Nick, you mentioned that there's some cages right across the street where you stay sharp and stuff. But will we see any more flexing and backflips with toddlers, live ABs like that?
Probably not from toddlers. You might see some live ABs from actual guys that are here in Corpus, but definitely not my nephew. I won't be doing that to him anytime soon for sure. He already got a little bit of an embarrassment from that. So
That was awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We really appreciate you joining us, and